Experience tranquility. Pass into the iris.
So yeah, I guess I might have lied. We're back. Welcome back to the Iris Podcast, everybody. I am once again your host, MisterYeti. And the last season ended with me sitting here telling you for the last time the Iris Podcast aired. And, you know, I thought it was true. I thought it was actually going to be the end of the Iris Podcast. It turns out that I was wrong. Quite frankly, we were going to do a thing. We had orange juice. We had this other stuff. It was all going to be just these interviews and all this fun stuff. And, you know, it just kind of sucked. And I wasn't a fan of it anymore. I posted something on Twitter saying, hey, what should we call this new program? And people were just like, let's call it the Iris. And I was like, hey, that's a really cool name. So now for the 11th season, we bring you the Iris Podcast once again, guys. Again, I'm MisterYeti. Thank you so much for being here. The commissioner of Tranquility Gaming for the first time as the host here, which is just a really weird thing to say, but here I am nonetheless. But here's the Iris Podcast, guys. If you're coming here to tune in wondering what the hell is this? I wasn't here last season. Why is this guy talking? What does he have to say? What is the purpose of this crap that we are watching right now? Well, here's what it is. We're going to do interviews. We're going to bring on new people every week, people from in the community who want to be a part of this. If you wanted to be a part of this, you've already previously signed up. The sign-up sheet is still floating around somewhere. Look at announcements, guys. You want to get in on this. You'll have people come on here. They'll be interviewed. They'll talk about their time here in Tranquility, talk about what makes them gamers, talk about why they like Overwatch or why they hate Overwatch. Really, I don't care what they talk about. And then we're going to go into some talk about the community as a whole, talk about some of these teams, get some hot takes, spitting some serious facts up in here, or some things that might get them canceled on Twitter. You never know what to expect. It's the Iris Podcast. We always have a great time here, guys, and I'm really excited to bring it back to you once again. So we are going to run it back here in season 11, which just feels absolutely insane to say for the record. But here we are nonetheless. So once again, guys, we have a lot of stuff coming up for you here as tonight goes on. We have Kapitol, Tranquility Hall of Famer in his own right, been around for a very, very long time, founder of the Nostalgia org, and now this season player for Twilight Foxes. And then also we have ChoiSooHwan joining us here, assistant tier director for Transcendence tier, coach of Empire, the player tank, and one of the leaders for the Reborn Racers in the Ascendant tier, multi-time there's a lot of accolades what's going to be coming up here, a lot of Tranquility history coming up here. And for those of you guys who know these two people, they've never been shy about sharing their opinions, so things might get a little spicy here once they get on the cast, guys. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to bringing them on here. We have also our pick'em results up through week 3 so far for everybody to tune in and check out, see who's leading the way in our pick'ems here this season. Reminder, get your pick'ems done, guys. There's prizes for that this season. We're not just doing it for fun. There's prizing now for pick'ems, and we're going to reset the clock going into stage 2. So once we hit stage 2, we're resetting it. So now you have another opportunity to come back in stage 2 and earn some prizing there for pick'ems. In addition, we have our giveaway at the end of this cast here tonight. We'll have a giveaway done for the t-shirt prizes that are given out, so make sure to enter your giveaway entries in. So we'll draw that after the show ends here, and then we'll put that winner onto the Tranquility Discord as well here after the cast tonight. So tune in, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun here. I'm excited that you're all here. I'm really excited to be back. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to kick it off with our weekly montage. Well, this is 3 weeks of montage, I should say. Thank you, Tyexer, for putting this together. It's a big old montage, a mega montage here of our first 3 weeks in Tranquility. Reminder, submit your plays. Put them into match clip submission so we can put these into the montage and we can enjoy these clips together. These montages will also be part of halftime content potentially. They'll be part of other things. Put your clips out there. If you want people to know who you are, send in your clips. You'll see them on this cast. Maybe you'll see them in some halftime stuff. Get them out there. So How are we going to know who the heck this random player from the Nutty Crackers is if they don't show us what they can do? Here's your opportunity. Put in some plays into Match Clip submission, guys, and that way we get an opportunity to check you out. So nonetheless, here comes your weekly, well, not so weekly montage this week from TyXer, coming right up.
Got your shit out of my bedroom, like it's still not hard to see you letting mine deny, or I'll be right to sleep. So I live with what I know now. Someone said you moved to SoCal with another girl. She must be what you need. I don't want to fall apart while moving on, but God, I need to. 'Cause doing less is doing harm. All the photographs we take, I don't have time to let them fade. Well, if you're with her, then there's not much to do. Yeah, tell me, when do I get used to losing you? Tell me, when do I get used to losing you?
I smoke cigarettes at night now when the feeling's coming too loud. No, I didn't understand you then, but the more time runs between us, everything I hated seems to keep me company in ways you never did.
Oh, I don't want to fall apart while moving on, but God, I need to. 'Cause doing less is doing all. All the photographs we take, don't have time to let them fade. If you're with her, then there's not much to do. Yeah, tell me, when did I get used to losing you? thinking about what they think of me. Yeah, I stop thinking about what they think of me. I know that we have the power to be whatever we want. Light up, just light So how do we close this door? And how do you switch up your mindset when rain doesn't care if today you planned a picnic? But I stop thinking about what they think of me. Yeah, I stop thinking about what they think of me. I know that we have the power to be whatever we want. Light up, just light illuminate nature. So light up, just light Cause I stop thinking about what they think of me. Yeah, I stop thinking about what they think of me. I know that we have the power to be whatever we
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Iris Podcast. I am now joined by our wonderful guests here. You know them, you love them? Kapitol and ChoiSooHwan. Yeah, maybe catching a little bit of a stray there, but you know what? Deal with it. Anyways, we bring these two guys in here to chat about their time in Tranquility, their experiences in Tranquility, do a brief little interview with them, and then we're gonna let them talk. We're gonna let them say a few things. We'll see what happens. Could be fun, could be spicy, could be not spicy. I don't know. It depends on the day, but we'll see what's going to happen here, guys. We got some interviews coming up first and foremost, starting off on the screen on the left side of the screen as you see it. That is Kapitol. Kapitol, I have to ask first and foremost question here. How have you not been banned?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. I think I pushed the right buttons at the wrong times. I pushed the wrong buttons at the wrong times.
Clearly,
but, it's by the grace of the admin team that I haven't been banned, and honestly, I just stagnated in life. So you guys got your get back.
That's fair. Kapitol, you've been now in Tranquility since season. Yeah, why don't you tell us about, I guess, your history in Trank?
All right, so I joined in the season 3 of Tranquility. I joined a small upstart team by the name of Vitamin C. After I posted an LT Elo Hell Sushi, putting that guy out my goat. hit my line. I was a main support player. I was like 2-3, 2-2. Yeah, that's when I started in Trank. I did one tryout. They liked me. I got to play some boys: Surfy, Normac, Chimanzi, Magpolar, Sushi, some other names that are banned. It was good. It was good. It was a really good fun season. We bombed out in playoffs after going 14-1. Then season 4, tough luck. I got coached by another Hall of Famer in Smugs. That was super, super helpful to me. I transitioned to flex support. I played on the notorious Good Boys team, who are now in contenders.
Crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Crazy to see that.
Yeah, so that was good fun. I was on that team with the owner of that, which was Pithead, now Juno at the time. They're great. Season 6, I kind of did a little heat wave run. We upset Corvidity. I called my shot. I remember getting cast in that game. That's like one of my
fun. That was a fun
all-time
game.
memories.
That was a banger. That was a banger.
Yeah, and it's on Tranquility GG YouTube, so you should go check it out. Yeah, season 7, I created Amnesia. I put in Amnesia. I moved into college for the first time. Let's just say I didn't really have a lot of computer, and we ended up with some switcheroonskis. But the season ended up okay. We lost to GDH in playoffs. You know, GDH could be GDH, beating me in playoffs. In that regard. And then season 8, I'm trying to remember what I did in season 8.
Jesus, I wonder.
God damn.
What was season 8? No, what team was I in season 8?
That was Spuds, wasn't it?
Oh, it was on SEAL Team Spuds, the DPS, yeah. And I had to deal with glitch the whole time, like Jesus. But Try carried us with his coaching. And then season 9, I went back to Amnesia, and that was good fun. We did pretty well, got top 4. I won MVP. That was like obviously another really, really, really good moment. I think that's when I got to the Hall of Fame was season 9. If I have it right. And then season 10, which was last season, I went to DPS with the Hive Mind Halophites. Shout out my boy Sticko, Goat, basically Choi, but like 3 years younger. I don't know how much younger, but yeah, and that was a really, really fun team. And then now I am with Twilight Foxes. I moved into college. I'm kind of stepping back from Overwatch a bit. I'm coaching Amnesia. And yeah, that's kind of how my playing career has been. Again, with like managing and coaching. I mean, I don't want to give this too long, but like season 4 flashbacks, we made semis. Season 5 we won. Season 6 we lost to Koala King. Season 7 we won. Bram has won season 7 and season 9. Amnesia's looking for their first dub. That's going to be this season. And yeah, it's been a good ride in Trank. So that is like it's been a big part of my adolescent life growing up. And yeah, that's kind of like my Trank journey, I guess.
I'm sorry, what? I just woke up. No, just kidding. Cap's been here for a long time. A long, long time. Choi, we'll go to you. Let's talk about your history here. You got a little less history, but still history.
All right, so my homie MC, he asked me to play on a team with him, and that just ended up being Gannicus, which just ended up going into Trank. And then I brought some of my friends onto that, and then we did surprisingly well considering the SR, A, of that team, and B, the mental fortitude on that team. I took a gap year season 7, and then season 8 come back, and there was the team Midnight Mallards in preseason, and that team blew up. I get a DM from LCS, yo, Choi, we need a ringer for Kiddo. Kiddo is banned by his mom. So I'm there for preseason. We almost beat the Dirty Cheaters, season 8 CC, and we choked the shit out that game though, and we lost. And then the rest of that season was relatively fun, but we lost to Quokka again, choking a 3-1 lead. And then I did a deed with the devil, and Try blackmailed the Rem staff to get me on this team. We won the tournament and almost choked it, but we didn't choke. We didn't choke. That Rem season 9 for really though, my favorite team I've ever been on, and I don't think there's something that could top it. The friends that I have in Trank are, the bestest ones I have are from Rem season 9. But yeah, season 10. This was before Ascendant tier. Could not play. Banned from Trank.
Too good.
I said,
Too
I'll
good.
move my expertise I'll move my expertise to coaching. And I became a coaching genius, and I win again. I win this season again with my boys. And then season 11, we run it back. Couple Rem players. I wish I had more Swifters. Why did you have to win 5-0 in your ranked update?
Because he didn't want to like lower his SR to like join Empire, because that would be
Yeah.
against the rules as a moderator, Choi. You just make sure you watch out for that.
Bro, and we're dirty cheaters on Empire. We manipulate the staff decisions. We get people banned that we don't like.
That's why they're 1 and
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why they're
And I
1
play on
2.
Reborn Racers. Very fun team.
Yeah.
And that's where I am now.
I never thought I'd say it. I never thought I'd say it before, but mid, honestly mid.
Mhm.
But anyways, that's enough about Train being a notorious cheater, and let's talk more about just kind of. So this season, obviously, back to you, Choi, just for again a brief period of time here. You stepped into a new role with assistant tier directing, so things are a little bit different for you. Obviously, kind of coming in this season. What is kind of your feeling about just kind of how things have been going this season, where your teams are at, where you're at with the community and all, and do you have a any sort of insight or anything you can kind of lend to new people who might be joining the community who may not be familiar kind of with how we function here, how we do business?
Hey, shout out to PDK. He said I look like a Roman sculpture. I don't know if that's a good thing. Anyway, Tranquility, super chill. If you type in the discussion channels, I only discovered those after season 6.
It's true.
I discovered the discussion channel. If you type in them, bro, you can meet people, bro.
It's
You
crazy.
can talk to these people. And I know certain people love to type in them, but that's for a different time.
Everybody
yeah,
go
you
spam the Spada
go type-
logo now into discussion trance, please.
You got it. Yeah. It's super chill. I mean, the time I've had in Trank, it's been nothing but good, honestly. There's been no particularly like shit season. Each season is slightly different from the last. Like for example, season 9, it was split Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2. The seasons before that, it was Overwatch 1. Season 10, I have to coach. Like there's so many things to do in this server, and now I'm giving staff a spin, and it's again another different thing and another different perspective from what you think. So I think I've almost checked off every box of things to do in Trank, but it's been fun all the way through.
Cap, you've been here for a really long time. If you had to give advice to people who are brand new to the community, how can they get the most out of being here?
Get in trouble. No, I'm joking. No, but unironically, it's kind of like get your name out there, and like I know get in trouble is like the worst way to do it, but it is a way.
It's technically a way,
because now, like for example, this like ex-Hexco guy from Las Bada, like, and I have heard this guy's name so much in the past week.
Don't hide
And,
your
like,
accounts.
I'm just putting it out there, like not to encourage trouble, but
not
like
hide. It wasn't even hiding. Just not report your stuff. That's the thing. Not hiding. Nobody. I'm not going to accuse anybody of hiding, but don't not report your things. That's. Thank you.
But the biggest thing is just like with your if you get your name out there, it'll be good. Talking. I mean, I know there isn't pugs anymore, but like. Just hanging out with people. I know it's like kind of hard to do. The community is really, really large. But like even just having like scrim partners that are within the community is really, really helpful. Like you really got to make use of the resources that they give you because they're there to do whatever that you want to do. Right. As long as you don't like put yourself in a hole, you can use everything that you can to use these resources that try and give you to like not only better yourself as like in the community, but also like expand your skills with like production. I know like that's like a really, really big thing. I know you volunteer off the start, and then you can really, really get into esports if that's something you want to do. And Trank is a really, really good like starting board for that.
Right.
And like you just meet so many people that like just help give you so many different perspectives. And it's just so for me growing up, as I joined the community when I was 16, and now I'll be 21 in April. Like that is wild. Like, that is crazy, right? Like, I just turned 16 when I joined the community, and now I'm 21. And, like, I don't know. I've done that in this community, like, other than, like, the admin stuff, because God knows I'll never touch that. I've done, like, so much, and it's just been, like, a great part of my life. So, I don't know. I think the biggest thing is just use the community. It's, like, again, not to, like, put college. Actually, not. I'm done talking.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a fair way to put it. All right, we have a lot to cover here tonight, here, guys. People know Choi. People know Cap. You guys know them. They're in the Discord all the time, saying things that might or might not be inappropriate. But they're here. And now Choi technically is a mod, so if he says things that might be kind of a little edgy, I can't really stop him anymore. So,
You can ban me though.
I can. Oh boy, I love that. That is the thing I look forward to every season, is when do I get to mute Cap. So, but anyways, let's have some fun. Let's talk about some teams. I know you guys have some opinions. I have some opinions. I don't necessarily love saying my opinions, because when I say my opinions about teams, all of a sudden people are like, yo, why is the Tranquility Commissioner playing favorites here? What is going on? Why does this guy, he runs this place. Why is he saying negative things about teams? And my theory on that is, like, stop being bad, and then I'll say good things. But also, just get over it. Like, I'm just gonna be nice. I'm just get over it a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna be a jerk about it. But if you're losing, you're losing. If you're winning, you're winning. If you don't like losing, try winning. Those are my best things I can say. I'm not exactly a winner in Overwatch. Just look at my rank. I'm in gold. But
Yeah, I mean, just look at Empire. They're 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, son. Anyways, let's talk about some teams. So we got some really good-looking new teams this season. You guys have been around for a long time. You know this scene. You know what it takes to win Trank. We got teams in all tiers who look really good, undefeated right now. Basically what I want to know is, like, are these guys legit? Are they pretenders? Like, what do you think about these guys? And I'm going to start off in Harmony tier. I'm going to start off with Tactical Yokers. Cap, what do you think?
All right, so as a Harmony tier expert myself, I would say I actually do like Tactical Yokers a lot. Other than the logo, but like they look really good.
The logo.
I love it.
Whoa!
I love their wide play of the games that they send into us. But honestly, they're a really, really good team. Their compositions look sound. They look disciplined. The biggest thing in Harmony tier Overwatch is to take advantage of the mistakes that gold and plat players make, because it's a gold and plat tournament. So playing stuff that lets you expose those mistakes is just easier. And if you just usually make less mistakes in that comp, not helped because I didn't play, but like I maybe no, that's not the right word either. I showed up 1 or 2 times to tell my Harmony tier teams to like play comps that like let the enemy team beat themselves. And Tactical Yokers do a really good job of not beating themselves. And they look really, really good. I honestly think Tactical Yokers is like a good team.
Choi, what do you think?
Yeah, this team might be on the fraud watch. You gotta watch for the their week 5 game. If they win that game, all right, they passed the fraud test. If they lose that game, they've lost the fraud test and they're fraudulent.
Ooh, that's bold.
I think they are not frauds. Well, they might.
Who do they play in week 5?
I think Kingpins.
No, they play
That's Abyss.
GP. They play GP.
Oh, they're
All right,
Galactic
no, it was that one.
Penguins.
It was that one.
I had to stop myself from saying their alternate name. Yeah, Galactic Penguins.
Yo, Yeti, can I say their alternate name?
We're good.
All right.
We're good.
We can or can't?
No, we're good.
No, dang.
We're good on the alternate name. If you want to know the alternate name, you can shoot Choi a message. He would be happy to tell you.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do not know a single soul on their roster. Wait, let me check if CVS Pharmacy is coaching that team, because I know that name.
Coaching GP?
No, Tactical Yokers.
Oh, coaching the Yokers? I don't actually think.
Yeah, Choi is coaching GP like he does every season, right, Choi?
Got my fraud ring.
It's true, the fraud ring. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, let's move on here. We got another Harmony tier team who is also undefeated right now, hasn't lost a map yet. That's Abyss. Haven't lost a map this stage. They have their biggest challenge coming up next week against Kingpins, who are also undefeated this stage. Taking a look at their group, teams they beat: Boop, Eclipse, Sirens, and Team 18. What do you think about Abyss, guys?
Yo, they're frauds.
Fraudulent.
They're
Fraudulent.
so fraudulent.
Fraudulent. All right,
That
let me tell
team-
you why. Let me
yeah.
tell you why. Every single team, or every single time, these players in this like organization, this F972 pause champ, bullshit. They lose every single time in playoffs. 0-2 every time. Fraudulent.
It's a bold statement there. I mean, here's the thing. I will say this: Abyss, congratulate. I mean, you've won every match so far. You've beaten the teams put in front of you. But to be blunt, the competition that you faced hasn't been the strongest competition. It's just
The
is
best
the
team
truth.
they played is Team 18.
I wouldn't go that far.
But
But I mean, at the same time, like it's they just haven't played really good competition yet. They have their really like probably their only true test this week. Like just to be blunt, like it's their only big test of this group. I mean, compared to Jokers, who Jokers are playing against teams who were just dominant in preseason. Like the top 3 teams in preseason were Luminous, Galactic, and Shibuya, and Jokers have already beat 2 of the 3 of them. So,
yeah, but like Shibuya fell off like hard, bro.
yeah, they might have fallen off a little bit, but at the same time, you can't deny like the quality of that group, you know, compared to other groups. It's a high end. I mean, the group talent in that is just different, in my opinion. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I it's tough to say. I'm not gonna. I don't want to rip too hard, but I'm not as convinced on Abyss as I am on Jokers right now.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Like
What's up?
Choi, at least for Choi, and maybe you two Yeti, I guess, but like for Taco Jokers, like for me, even if they lose 3 out of Galactic Penguins, I'm still kind of confident in them, if I'm honest, right? I think this is a good team.
Okay, but
But
I think I'm saying fraud as in like number 1 in the overall rankings fraud.
yeah, but like Abyss, if they lose like 3-1, let's say they lose 3-1 to Kingpins, do we still think they're like a top 5 team?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
But if they
If
get
they
swept,
just-
do you think they're a top 5 team?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If
I think
Jokers get
it's just-
swept, I think they're still a top 5 team. I
but
think so.
if Abyss gets swept, do we think they're a top 5 team? I don't think so.
No.
Here's
No,
here's what I will say.
Then the fraudulent came early.
Abyss could win.
Here's what
think.
here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. I think Aurum, that group in general, really good. I think Indigo has a top 2, a clear top 2, and then it falls off pretty bad. Azure, we don't know anything about. But Pew Pew Plunderers are at the top of that group, and Pew Pew looked pretty good in preseason. They were not bad by any means. They were pretty good. We didn't see any of the other teams in preseason really do anything though. So like it's tough to say because Azure is just sitting there with Pew Pew sitting on top, and Nutty Cracker is 3-1 too. By the way, like I don't know. For me, it's just tough to say. Like where you quantify teams like Nutty Crack, where do you put Nutty Crackers right now? Like, are they
they're good.
Are they a potential top 5 team? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next week they play Carbon. Carbon has looked like they've kind of struggled this season. They could be 4-1 going into state. I mean, that's really good for a new team. That's really good. So I don't know. It's interesting right now. Harmony Tier is in a weird spot, and I don't really know where it's going to be. But Discord Tier also super interesting right now this season. Team that's probably been the most surprising, I think, coming in is Punk. I think they're definitely the most surprising team in my book, at least. Cap, what do you think about Punk?
I think Punk's really good. They have 3. If I have this right, they have 3-0 wins, and it's against some quality teams with orgs backing them. They have like the stuff behind them. I mean, though, I still think they have their 2 harder games coming up in the pool with Alternate Inferno and Dirt Esports. But they've kind of beaten teams that I feel like are in the middle of the pack, and they've beaten them pretty soundly, right? It isn't like they're beating up on bad teams. They're beating up on teams that I expect to, like, over the season push for, like, that top 8. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I think Punk is pretty good. I think they have some tough games coming up with, like, Dirt. Especially, I think that's in week 5, right?
Dirt and Punk is week 5, yes.
Yeah, and Alternate Inferno is no slouch either. I mean, I think they've also only lost to Dirt. So, but both of those teams are not slouch teams. They have a combined record of 5-1 coming up. I think they're good, but they could be frauds depending on how they play the next 2 games.
Joy, what do you think?
Fraudulent.
Oh, wow.
This is a fraudulent team. Let me tell you why. Just because these teams have orgs behind them doesn't mean they're good. This team is fraudulent and will basically be the same thing as the other one, Abyss. Basically be the same thing. That's my pred.
Wow.
I think they'll lose to Dirt and then maybe lose to Alternate Inferno.
We have a question from chat, Pip asking, What do you say when Abyss sweeps Kingpins?
They're
That's not gonna happen. So nothing.
that's all right. So first of all, that's part of the plan. I said they're frauds when it comes to playoffs. They're not winning this season. I promise you. Pause champ, fucking 19-0 regular season. They go into playoffs 0-2.
Yeah, but
What
PogChamp,
happened?
I mean, and I will say, like, I hear what you're saying, and I'm just playing devil's advocate with you. PogChamp was a very different team. It's same org, same group of people, but a very different team. So,
If Abyss,
I feel like comparing past teams, that's like saying like GP would never win anything because they've always just fallen apart in the finals, or the Doodles curse or whatever. You know, when last season's Doodles team or last season's GP team was a completely different team other than Chobi. You know, so that's just my. It's like saying like, yeah, train. That's a good one. Cosmic Castaway season 8 versus Cosmic Castaway season 9. I mean,
that doesn't
that's
count
like
though. Season 9 had 0 players on the same.
but that's
role as the
Coughing
previous
Baby versus Nuclear Bomb. Like that's what that
I
is.
don't know.
Right
Season
there.
8
Like,
had rules changed around them. Season 9 didn't.
that's true.
That's
That's true. That's
No,
true.
but if Abyss sweeps Kingpins, I'm having Ashes send me Carolina Reaper. I was gonna do it for event week, but I'm gonna get 2 of them. So if Abyss sweeps Kingpins, I'll eat it, bro. I'll eat the first one. So
Kingpins look pretty decent. I think it's
they said sweep, bro. They said sweep.
if Abyss sweeps Kingpins, I will pull back any sort of criticism I have for Abyss. I will legitimately give credit where credit's due. Like, okay, y'all put up when we told you to, when we told you, we doubted you. Because I mean, we have reason to doubt. You can't sit and argue that you haven't had an incredible opponent yet. Yes, you haven't, and that's just the simple fact of the matter. But
I mean, to be fair, neither of Kingpins.
I mean, yeah. But then again, yeah, you hit the nail on the head there.
The biggest thing with Kingpins is that, okay, well, if I'm biased at all, I know people that are on Kingpins and I know the player quality, and so I expect something of them. They have standards, whereas you guys, I don't know as much. So when I'm comparing my standards of them to you guys, in my expectation, it is for you guys to lose. Again, could be misinformed, but that is kind of what it is. And I like eating Carolina Reapers anyways. So if you win, that's a win.
All right, let's move on then to the other Discord 2 team I want to talk about, which is Dirt Esports. We just talked about Punk, who they're playing coming up here in week 5. What about Dirt?
I'm woke. This team is real.
I think this team. Let me check what this team
is a real team.
Again, real quick. Nah, this team's fraud, bro. This team's fraud. This team's fraud. I don't know. If you have a close match with like, I don't know, like if I'm looking at right now, week 3, which is the most recent week, they played the Big Bang Buccaneers, and that game was closer than it should have been. And just to make sure that I'm not being dumb. Yeah, but if you look at it, Oasis was close, Hollywood was close. Like, I don't know.
Discord tier fears Slicky Nicky, bro.
Yeah, they lost the map to Ragnarok. They lost the map to Ragnarok Thor, and I mean they 3-0 alternate esports, but that was week 1, and alternate esports has gotten a lot better. I don't know. I think this team is on the downslope. I think they have not improved since week 1, and I think Punk has, and I think they're a fraud. So I think they're going to kind of go in the same category as Abyss, as that they're going to fall off, and they're going to go 0-2 in playoffs.
Wow.
I think this team definitely has potential to be fraudulent, but they have a tight 5-man. Look at the inside scoop in chat. Look at what Glitch is saying, bro. Inside scoop, they want to play reg so bad. They want to improve.
Okay,
so
but
bad.
then why haven't they improved it?
They're improving, bro. It's
I know. I think Punk. I know, but like it's just like they've played worse teams and gotten worse results. No.
I mean,
like Alternate Inferno beat the 2 teams, or I think Alternate Inferno has played one of them, but like Alternate Inferno has played the team and done better or equal to that Dirt has, and Dirt killed them at the beginning of the season. Like it's just like I don't know. For me, it's a downward trajectory, and until it's changed, I mean they could be great, but like, and they've beaten who's in front of them, but they're 3-0 teams. I have to like.
That's true.
Wait till Gentle Giant owns your favorite team, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Can we talk
Yo,
about...
I don't want my Gentle Giant.
Let's move into Transcendence tier I know you guys are a little bit more familiar with as well. Let's talk Wasteland Outcasts. So Wasteland Outcasts, brand new team this season. A lot of confidence. I mean, I've seen them flat out saying in chat, like, yeah, we're going to win. Like, it just flat out saying like, yeah, this is in the bag.
They're also frauds.
They're extraordinarily confident. But Cap, you're saying fraud on Wasteland.
Everyone is a fraud, bro.
Everyone is a fraud.
No, like honestly, I don't know. Wasteland, like cool, but they're not even. I don't know. I mean, I think they might be. I don't know. That pool that they're in is just so confusing, bro. Like I thought they were gonna go like third or fourth in that pool, and did really well to like win the games they're supposed to win, I guess. But like, I don't know. Did they play? I believe that was the team that played Frost Nova week 1.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the Frost Nova win. So I thought Frost Nova was really good.
That's a really good win.
And Frost Nova has looked good since then
Yeah.
too. So I mean, like I was impressed with the Outcast.
I also think Frost Nova was like not really. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
that was more of a Frost Nova loss than a Wasteland
That
win.
might be true.
If I'm
That might
honest.
be true.
And then they've played like not to like be mean to teams, but like they've played teams that haven't done the best in Trank overall in their like Trank playing community, like playing overall and this season. So like, and they're gonna play an Eternal Blue team, which I also think is fraudulent. And then and then they play Dapper Dynasty, who's had roster issues. And then they're gonna go into like Pool A, and they're gonna get smacked around by any of the 5. Well, Empire's not going in, but any of the 4 other teams that are gonna.
We're not talking bad about Eternal Blue. I refuse to have it because they have a player named Yeti on their team. We will not.
Water. Okay, Water is good. Yeti's actually not bad.
Yeti.
But yeah, Yeti's okay. But like, Yeti's actually okay. But like that team also like I know they're not on our. I don't think they're on a list, right? I hope not. Yeah, no, they're not on our list, but they're also fraudulent.
Yo, let me just say, Xylo, this guy's profile picture is the Wasteland Outcast logo. All right, this guy is committed. He's willing to drop school, his family, his pets, everything, anyone he loves for this Trank dub, bro. That's what I'm saying right now, bro. This guy loves Wasteland Outcast more than anything else in his life. All right. Also, Expensive was on Pride last season. Yo, Resolve stole all the fucking.
Expensive was good. Expensive was good.
Right, Expensive was good that season too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good take right there. I like that. I like that one a lot.
You don't like my fraudulent take, Yeti?
I'm not with you on that one. I'm not with you on that on Wasteland Outcast being fraudulent. I think they look legit. I get what you're saying about, Frost Nova maybe week one jitters or something, but they looked great in the preseason. How in 1 week did they go from looking pretty damn
Well, they were down. Okay, so not to go biased. I want to make this very clear.
They went 3-2 against Krakens in preseason. Like,
yeah, but like I don't know. I think Frost Nova like just fell a bit, and I also think they didn't have a Xeno, who I think is surprising. Like, dude, I don't know what this guy ate.
No, Xeno was.
I don't know what he's ate. No, he wasn't there that game.
Oh, he wasn't. You're right. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know what he ate for breakfast in the past 2 months, but this guy on flashbacks did like nothing, and now this guy is Jesus Christ on Frost Nova whenever we scrim them. So I don't know. He's great. His Ash has been really good. He wasn't there for that game, and then they played Oath and Shake and Bake.
I mean, that's fair. But I don't know.
They beat the teams who in front of them, and I can't fault them for that. But I think they're going to get waxed in Pool A when they make it.
Pool A is going to be tough in Discord tier,
and they're going to be in Pool A if they have 2 games. It's them or Eternal Blue probably, unless unless some weird stuff happened or Frost Nova squeaks in.
The top is going to be tough because both these teams are going to make a case for that top end pool. It's a little different in this because it's based on overall record compared to everybody else in the tournament. So it's a little different in this tier. So we'll see how it kind of shakes out between these guys. I want to talk about. I want to go into Indigo, which Indigo was really interesting when that pool got drafted up because we saw Krakens and Empire who had played each other in preseason, and people were like, oh, wow, this pool is looking really strong at the top, and then a bunch of unknowns. We don't know what we're going to expect from the other groups. But the one team who's kind of risen up has been La Espada. They're very confident. Very confident. Very, very, very confident. But are they frauds? That's the real question. Now, Choi, you just got first hand. Choi, you go first.
Choi, you go first.
Yeah.
They smacked the shit out of us, bro. They shit on us, bro. They are not fucking frauds, bro. These guys are ported top 500, bang into trans tier, bro. Yo, if I have a pred for this team, is that after this season, there's gonna be a new console rule. Swear to God. That's my pred for this team, bro.
It could be, honestly. There's legitimately a fair statement there, but we'll see how they end up doing. It's still, we're still 3 weeks in. We don't know how they're going to be in 8 weeks. We don't know how it's going to go. We've seen teams look amazing, unbeatable in the regular season, and then just absolutely just bedwetting in playoffs. Shout out Reckless Alpha Season 7. But, huh?
I'm ready with my opinion now.
Cap, I can't wait. Let's hear it.
You know what about Choi's comment? Choi's opinions are fraud. And can I tell you why? Because this guy just got his butt handed to by La Espada. So it's biased. La Espada's a good team though, but I think that they're now getting overhyped, and I'm worried that they're gonna get waxed next week against Krakens, who I think they have a bad matchup with, and their tank players suspended. Don't accidentally forget your accounts. And then I think they're going to go into A pool, and I think people are kind of know what they're going to play. And I also think it's a perfect meta for them with their tank. Maybe Choi can say that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Hexco is a Junker Queen player, and Junker Queen's really, really good right now. Also just got buffed somehow. But I think it isn't the top level of Overwatch. Just play around the Junker Queen, play to make anybody but the tank beat you.
Team, go first. Go first, team.
Like, I just, like, not to say that Krakens, who is going to play Reinhardt, is like, going to beat them, but that's what's going to happen. And then they're going to play some A-pool teams that have brains. Right. And you're going to go against this guy named Lore with a Mercy pocket, because this guy is a Mercy merchant, and he's just going to blow you up before you ever get to his team.
Yeah, Lore is washed. MI7 is over. They won one, and now they're just done. They're over, man. They're over.
Bro, am I reading chat right? What do you mean? MI7 is winning.
Bro.
Apex is crazy.
Apex is on the team, bro.
What do you?
I don't know. The only reason La Espada is as good as they are is because the Overwatch balance team is on crack.
That's bold. That's a bold statement right there. I mean, MI7 is only as good as Hayden lets them be, and eventually Hayden is due to go second place again.
Bro, has Hayden played a game? Can we make sure that this guy gets relocked in his SAR if he doesn't play a game? Because I'm pretty sure this guy hasn't.
They played week 1.
No, what?
Oh, no, they didn't play week 1. Oh, no. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's Transcendence tier, so who cares? So,
fair. I forgot. Yeah, this guy has not shown up. This broski is AFK.
Hayden will eventually show up for MI7, which means they're going to finish second. So that's just
Hayden rostered on MI7?
Yeah, he's rostered on MI7. So, Fudgin, you say they're gone, but they're on the roster, so they're at least pretending to be there.
Paracelsus killed Hayden, actually. So.
But the combo Lore Tanic B is really scary. So, but that's MI7. Anyway, we're not talking about MI7. Who cares? We don't want to talk about MI7. Just no more.
They're
MI7.
getting second again, bro. They're getting second again, bro.
It's just
they're gonna get reverse swept. Gentlemen reverse swept in the finals.
Gentlemen reverse sweep. Can we talk about some Ascendant tier teams? Let's start off. I know I had this in reverse. I want to talk about one of my favorite new brands, Bingus's Little Pog Champs.
Oh my god.
They come in, and when I saw that name pop up on the applications, my first thought was, no way that's real. That's just a joke. That's just a lie. There's no shot that's real. No, they're real. That's a real brand that really exists, and it's fun, and it's funny, and the logo was great. But Bingus's Little Pog Champ comes in, and they are 3-0. You know, it's hard to argue with the results so far, but are they frauds? Are they real? What do you guys think?
They're frauds.
I think listen. They're good, all right? They're good. They're exactly kind of how I think they'd be, right? They have a close game with Twilight Foxes. I think Twilight Foxes are they're 1-2 cap.
I will let you know there's some crazy things that happened in that game.
Okay.
If they were a 3-0 team, they shouldn't have been that close.
Twilight Foxes are 1-2, but I think they're on the up. So.
I think listen, they're good. Bingus is good. I think people are underrating them. Actually, I saw a tier list where they were like C tier. I was like,
yeah,
what,
that's crazy.
I think they're decent. Maybe champ bracket team. I don't think they're winning the tournament, but
their best win is Twilight Foxes.
Yeah, it is.
So
but
far, yeah.
They're good.
That's but like they played Blacklist,
Frost Fissure too. Frost Fissure.
They haven't played Frost. They haven't played Frost Fissure.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad.
They
They did 3-0 07 Soul though.
Okay,
and-
yeah. Again, that's like. Oh,
Yo, Tony the
woo!
Tiger, bro. I love that logo. That's the best logo in the
Best
tournament.
new logo in Drake right there.
Bro beat Serial. Okay.
They did beat 07 Soul, who beat Twilight Foxes. Granted, before your time cap, but
That was before Cup's time.
That's true. But anyways, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
What was before my time?
07.
Soul winning or beating Twilight Foxes.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on, and they also didn't have a main support during that time. Like they have a whole new support line. It's like
That's true.
I don't know. I like not to talk about my own team, but we're poo. But that's okay because it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna play Yari, so that's what matters.
Like the Reborn Racers, they're poo.
Yeah, we're shit.
No, ChoiSooHwan is going to carry the Reborn Racers to a nice fourth.
ChoiSooHwan trying to get MVP in another tournament.
That's not going to happen. He's like the third best player on this team.
Let's
not tell me that he have Sev, bro. Like I don't know.
Oh,
Like, it's like the
that's fair,
comparison
that's
is just
fair,
different.
That's fair. I'm just gonna say this. I think biggest Little Pog champs are legit. I think they're. I love it. I love the branding, and honestly, sometimes I just base my feelings on purely how they look, and I love the look of Bingus's Little Pog champs. And looking at the rest of their run here, they got Revitalized, who hasn't looked too great this season, and they got Pristine Angels, who hasn't been able to field much of a roster this season. They're gonna go 5-0.
If they go 5-0, I am
That'd
so
be
worried for
awesome.
that team folding in stage 2.
Bro, Reborn Racers, so we get a bye next week. If we go 3-0, we get 1 seed in our group, bro. Bingus, bring it.
Bingus,
Come here,
Bingus.
Reborn
Yo,
Racers
we're gonna-
is what
Bingus-
we've all been waiting for, guys.
Bingus is gonna get run over by a car in that matchup.
Whoa.
I'm just putting it out there. They're not. I don't know if they're gonna win a fight, bro. Like, as long as you were racing
you know
as a
what?
troll like they did against.
Can I
Holy
just
Koalas,
say, I want to see
They're
Bingus.
gonna
I want to see Bingus taking on the best. I want him against Deep Dish. I want him against Titan, Outliers, Second Chance, Reborn Racers, Volcanic. Bring them all on. Bingus is ready, baby. That's all I'm saying. It's just let's see it happen. That's what I'm saying. So, another new team, Titan. They're perfect right now.
This team is really good.
They're perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, this team, top 500 one-trick team. What was that? Like, Clockwork Vendetta. This is essentially Clockwork
I don't know.
Vendetta
This
of
team,
Tranquility.
I know like 4 people in this team that I've done like
I know
new
Bill.
stuff with.
And I know
Bill's
the tour
good.
player.
I know.
Heavenly okay?
No, I know Proz, who's their flex support, and I know Solsei, and they're both really, really good. Solsei's kind of new to team play, but they're both like tough punch mechanics. This team has the mechanical prowess to contend in the tier, and they're only going to get better with time.
Yeah, I agree.
This team is very good. Like if this is like
I agree.
at the beginning of the season with like Ascendant tier, there was like a few teams that I was looking through, and I was like, oh, Volcanic will be great, Second Chance will be great, Reborn Racers will be 4th, and then you have like. Yeah, and then that team is just, I don't know, like that Titan is like that team that I'm going to be like, that's like my dark horse. Like if any team is going to upset anybody, it'll be that team, and they're going to do well.
I don't even know if I'd call Titan beating Volcanic an upset at this point. Titan's
I think
Titan's
you have to give the credit to
I mean, if
Volcanic.
we're talking purely in Tranquility terms, yeah, but no. Like if Titan has a bit of a pedigree, and
But
like
so does Volcanic outside of Trank.
That's
like,
fair,
you have
too.
to,
That's
like
fair.
Volcanic has like also been together for longer. It would be wild to say Titan isn't the underdog when they play.
that's
I
fair.
think I think you have to give the credit to Volcanic to say that they are the favorite, and even but this is saying like in going into playoffs where
Yeah.
Titan is going to be against teams like Second Chance, who also like probably is my favorite to win right now. Even the LCS is on that team. That guy smells so bad. Yeah, no, I think they're a really, really good team.
Titan is dodging Outliers, who's really the top other team in their group, which is interesting.
I was
to me.
about to say that.
I didn't really have a whole lot of I didn't know what to expect with Outliers. I didn't really have any expectation with Outliers at all, actually. I mean, they got a couple fortunate. They got like one fortunate forfeit, and then they beat up on Hive Mind Academy a bit. So and Hive Mind Academy's been good outside of that matchup. So like it's hard to say what to really expect with Outliers, but it's kind of the same deal. Like they look good, and they have Shanghai Shadows this week, Outliers, and then they have Luminosity, who both those teams have not looked fantastic at most of the season so far. I mean, it could be different. I just don't know with Outliers what to say. They're kind of that weird We're in that weird in between
I
spot.
think there's a lot of teams in Ascendant tier that just benefit from not playing the really good teams. And there's going to be a lot of teams in Ascendant tier that like luck into a 5-0, like biggest little pog champ.
Like us.
Stage 2 is going to be super interesting when these top end teams actually start playing each other on a frequent basis. Because then,
I'm super excited for that. And like Yeti, I know you are going to get into casting those games because those games are going to be bangers. You're going to get to see Reborn Racers go 0-3, and it's going to be fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the crazy thing is as good as I think Reborn Racers are, if they end up in a group with like, you know, Second Chance, Deep Dish, Titan.
Deep Dish is like not okay. Don't say
No,
Deep Dish.
Second Chance,
Volcanic.
Second Chance, and Deep
Yeah,
Dish
there you
can't
go.
both be in the same group with Reborn Racers.
That's true.
They
That's
can't
true. That you're right, but I'm just saying like that top end of Ascendant tier is crazy. It's super like there's a lot of talent there, and it's gonna be really fun to see how this tier shakes out. And I feel like this season in general, for the first time in a really long time in Tranquility, like I feel like every season in Tranquility, there's always been like, yeah, it's gonna be 2 or 3 teams at the end. That's just kind of how it's gonna go down. Like this is the first time in a while I've really felt like almost every tier is completely up for grabs. I genuinely don't know. Like, I can't just pick a tier and say, like, there's 2 teams who are going to win and nobody else.
All right, who are your favorites in every tier right now, Yeti?
If you're
Off the
asking
script.
me,
Off the
script.
script.
We're going off script? We're
Off
going
script.
All right. Bet. All right, here we go. All right, Harmony tier. I am going to go with, you know what? I'm buying in. Tactical Yokers all the way. I'm going all in Tactical Yokers. Discord tier right now, if you're putting a gun to my head on Discord tier, I'm going to come back to them. Transcendence tier, I'm going to go with here, let's do Ascendant tier first. Ascendant tier, I'm going to go with Titan. I think Titan's going to win Ascendant tier. In Transcendence tier, I just want to quickly look at the standings.
They're good, but they're not that good.
Transcendence tier, I'm going to hit you with this. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I got a good feeling. I'm going Wasteland Outcasts.
How much money do you want to put in that one? How much money do you want to put in that one?
Betting. You think
No, not bet money to me. Bet money to charity, Yeti, for the kids.
Yeah, well, speaking of charity, see you guys, about a week and a half here.
So you're not going to do it for the kids, Yeti?
I'm not betting money for the kids. I'm going to be giving enough money to the kids next week. All right, Discord tier. I'm going with a team here that I think might surprise some people, but I'm going to pick Clairvoyance in Discord tier.
Bro, they ain't even win Harmony. How are they going to win Discord?
I know you had like the...
Because I think that I think their team is better now in Discord tier compared to the talent in Harmony tier last season, if that makes sense.
So you're saying Discord tier fell off?
No, I'm saying that the talent level in Harmony tier to where Clairvoyance was last season is different than the Discord tier is this season to where Clairvoyance's talent is at this season.
So, by the way, we're getting ad barrage. So
are we?
We're getting ad barraged? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll give it 5 seconds.
I'll
talk about
just
nonsense. Joy, how's your day been? Can you reveal the
Yo,
hair?
Yeah.
wait, I
Can
have
you reveal the hair right now?
It's so
Can
bad.
you
Hat
reveal
hair.
it? Reveal
It's
the hair.
hat hair right now.
Reveal the hair,
Reveal.
Joy. Reveal the hair, John Lennon.
All right, yo, I have takes for Ascendant here, bro. Just in general.
Yeah.
Alright.
We back. Hey, you know what? You can always just subscribe. Yeah, we appreciate it. It's really the only way to support the community. We appreciate it. We don't have sponsors. We don't make money off. Imagine making money.
Yeti gives all his money to the children when his predictions are wrong.
We put it towards all the things that we do for giveaways and prizes for little things and whatnot. So hey, if you want to throw a subscription at us, we definitely appreciate it. It's a really good way to support us. But hey, welcome back everybody. So hey, here's the teams. I'm picking them right now. Tactical Yokers and Harmony tier. Discord tier, I'm picking Clairvoyance. Transcendence tier, I'm picking Wasteland Outcast. And Ascendant tier, I'm picking Titan. That's right. I'm going with those. Those are the right picks.
What about you, Choi?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me say my Ascendant tier.
Oh yeah, you got Ascendant stuff.
You got to do.
It's not even a take. It's just fact. All right.
Sure.
Yo, Ascendant tier. So you know how everyone got fucking boosted by Overwatch 2, right? Those teams, those people are freshman GMs, right? Then you have actual people like fucking like Recurve. It's like, who will win? Timmy Jimmy 23, who went from Gold 1 to GM 1, or Recurve?
Use
Who's
a real
winning?
person. Use a real person like Neptune.
Okay, yo. So like, there's the divide. You have the freshman GM teams, and then the actual GM teams. And these actual GM teams are in a whole different tier than these ones. That's just how it is.
So who's gonna win in Ascendant tier?
Second chance.
What about Discord or Transcendence tier?
La Spada or Amnesia.
No, you gotta pick one. Pick one. I had to pick one. Y'all pick one.
Amnesia.
Ooh, all right. Discord tier.
Uh,
You haven't thought about that one, have you?
I don't even know about Discord tier. How many tier is Kingpins though? They're winning that one. Let me take a gander at Discord tier. Hold up.
Cap, what about you? We'll do your list right now. You guys started spitting, so now I'm gonna put you to it because you put the Spurs.
Harmony
in me.
tier, I'm going the Shibuya Syndicates. Discord tier, I'm going. Why am I blanking on the name? Frick. I'm going. What was the team that I called the fraud earlier?
Bunk.
No, that one I said was fire.
Dirt and
I think Alternate Inferno is winning the tier.
Oh, yo, Louisiana Lobsters. That's the one.
No. Oh no, I'm changing. Whoever's winning Discord tier is Lucky Shots. Now let me give you a reason.
Yo, this guy loves Lucky Shots.
Lucky Shots is the best team in Discord tier, and it isn't close. This team is the GOAT team. Like they have the luck of the Irish on their side. They cannot lose. Lucky Shots.
Dude gets 2 steps away from the Ireland World Cup team, and all of a sudden, just bang! Here we go.
Trans tier. Am I cheating if I say Amnesia?
You're not cheating, but people might make fun of you.
I mean, I feel like I'm already gonna get that.
Yeah, that's true.
If I had to choose somebody other than Amnesia, I would go with Frost Nova. GOAT team. A Zeno MVP, but in trans tier this time, and actually deserve it. No, he actually did it last time. His Ash has actually been it's been like if there's an Ash meta, I've never seen this guy. I don't know what he takes.
Man, this was supposed to be fast. You still just talking? No, we don't need.
Why are you yelling at me?
We don't want to make Zeno's ego any bigger. That's the last thing we need. So
yeah, but then he'll go back to my org after the season because they'll be like, oh, he did really well, and then he'll do nothing again.
Everybody coming home to nostalgia again.
And then this is its last season. Ascendant tier. I don't want to pick Second Chance because that's just so cringe. But I'm gonna pick Second. I hate that.
Bro, who else you picking?
That team.
So cringe.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Chicago Deep Dish if they get an actual tank player.
What do you mean if, bro? Look at the roster right now.
W.
No, Gap doesn't count, bro.
Wow.
Gap is like, I don't know, out of all the top teams, Gap is definitely like the worst tank. So if they get like a tank better than Gap, I think they'll do really, really well. If Dimitri, if there's like a Sigma or Diva meta, I think Dimitri can do that. But if it's a main tank meta, they're gonna get raffle stomped. Yeah, I'll go Deep Dish now.
The Dab Master W. I never thought I'd see the day. I used to pray for times this didn't happen. But could you imagine Dab Master with a champion role? Saying.
It does.
Yeah, why are you speaking into existence?
Just saying. Does he actually?
Why even doing that?
Does he actually have the champion?
You know, he's definitely finagled his way onto a coach of
team. I gotta go digging now.
That guy somehow ended up on Whiteout.
So. Yeah, he got his BPL ring from me and Cap, bro.
Yeah, but that's BPL. No,
bro, LCS finagled his way into back-to-back Mickey Mouse.
That guy smells so bad.
The most Mickey Mouse rings since season 6 Joey Esports. Anyways, all right. Let's move this on. Yeah, that's right, Kilroy. I went there. All right. Let's move on. We got a couple more things on too. So pick'ems, pick'em results, guys. Make sure you're doing your pick'ems. We're doing prizes at the end of stage 1, at the end of stage 2. Overall, you guys can still win things for participating in the pick'ems. So do so, and we'll announce weekly winners on this podcast, and we'll have names and stuff here like this in Harmony tier. Your top 5 this week. We had Kingpin and Pip were your top 2, tied at 17 points. Then Phoebe, Wonder, Sky, and Bernie tied for 3rd, all at 16 points. And then moving into the Discord tier, you had Sky and Spinifex tied at the top, 25 points, with Cam, Wooly, and Dabmaster tied at 24. Going to Transcendence tier, you have Rook at the top here in Transcendence tier at 23 points. Zeno just behind at 22. Hunter Tane at 20. And then we had a big old tie at 4 with Cab, Dabmaster. And it says 24. That's not right. It should say 19. I don't know why it says 24. Sorry about that. Cam, Dabmaster, Phoebe Wonder, and Placebo. And then on to Ascendant tier, you have Phoebe Wonder at the top again with Choi. Hey, nice job, Choi. Good job, man.
Thanks, man.
Dabmaster, Sky, and Cam and Fujin rounding out that top 5.
And who?
I keep saying Fujin. I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 1. Okay, shut up.
Fujin. Let me support player.
Yeah. Anyways, and then your overall winners for week 3. Your winner is the lettuce eater himself, Phoebe Wonder.
I love lettuce.
We love lettuce here in Tranquility, and Phoebe Wonder loves it the most. And Phoebe Wonder taking the dub, a big dub this week with 81 points. Sky in second, 79. Cam at 77. Wooly at 72, and Fujin and Kingpin tied for 5th at 71. If you're wondering how these points work, you get 3 points if you pick the score and the winner correct. 2 points if you just pick the winner correct, and then no points if you pick the loss. Buys don't count. Buys are wiped out. So any forfeits or buys, they're wiped out of the pick'em, so you don't get any benefit for picking that correct. It's literally just, do you pick the score? Do you pick the win? Getting the win right is more important than the score, but getting the score definitely nets you a few extra points. So do your pick'ems. Pick'ems are, well, they're technically closed now for the rest of the week because you haven't submitted them yet. If you want to submit them tonight for the rest of the week, you can go ahead and do that. Just leave Harmony Tier blank because I'm not going to count any Harmony Tier stuff because Harmony Tier played tonight. But if you want to submit, you can go ahead and I'll count you up for
can I use the honor rule and say I never looked at the scores because I forgot?
No. Because I already told you at least a couple of results. So
that's how I won last season with Nerfs.
That's true. That's true. Total overall scores right now after only week 2 and week 3, because week 1 wasn't included because there was a spreadsheet problem. Doesn't really matter. Ignore it. Week 2 and week 3, your total overall standings right now at the very top is Bronze Banter's own Bernie at 148 points. Standing at the top. Right behind Bernie is Cam and Wooly tied for second at 145. Kapitol, Bubba Wyatt, Kingpin, and
I forgot
Sky.
Harmony's here.
Me too.
142. You guys, hey, get them submitted because there's somebody sitting in 12th right now who skipped a tier who's only like 10 points behind. So
is that Try?
That's Try, yes.
Yeah.
Dabmaster has 141 points in 8th. Zeno 138 points, and then Choi, you're in 10th. Again, even if you haven't done them yet, start doing them now. You'll start racking up those points. And then once we get to stage 2 is its own separate overall standings that we're going to take into account. We'll do prizing based on that. So you can get into it now. You start to potentially get some more points going down the line, and you potentially set yourself up to get some prizes here as well going into those other stages. So get them submitted and get those pick'ems in because it makes it fun. Makes it a lot of fun. And also in the realm of including you guys in more of the community stuff we're going to be doing, one of the best segments that we had in the past is the Iris Top 8. And the Iris Top 8 will be returning with a public vote. Starting this week, we'll be having public votes for the top 8 teams in each tier. And I'll be posting that into each team's general discussion topic or general discussion channel in the Discord. You can fill that out with your top 8 teams. It's community decided. It's a community vote. We'll put the top 8 teams on the podcast here. We'll have fun with it. It doesn't necessarily...
Yeti, what happens if my team doesn't make the top 8? Should I be mean to people that voted?
If you want.
What if like...
It's really cringe to do that, but if you want...
Complain on
Twitter. We have public voters now. We can't even like...
Yeah, you can't even say it's my fault because I'm not even gonna vote. I'm just gonna count the dang things.
Choi, I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're gonna make Empire all vote at the same time and make the same votes.
No, I'm gonna gas everyone to vote Wasteland Outcasts and Wasteland Outcasts only.
You mean Wasteland Fraudcasts?
If Wasteland Outcasts aren't #1 every week the entire season, I'll be pissed.
But they're frauds. All right, let's move on.
I don't care.
All right. Last thing we want to do before we call it a night here, guys, is some picks, some pick'ems, just to have some fun here. My favorite matches for next week. These are my 5 favorite matches for next week, or this week, or next week in the case of Harmony Tier, because they played tonight, and it's complicated to deal with it. Abyss versus Kingpins, Battle of 4 Rows. Cap, who you got?
Kingpins in the 3-0 victory.
Choi?
Kingpins 3-1, 3-2, 3-2.
3-2? 3-2. I personally, I think I am going to go. I'm gonna go. Here's the deal. I'm not convinced on Abyss, but I share some concerns about Kingpins as well. So I'm gonna go Abyss in a 3-1. Hit you with that one. Tactical Yokers, Galactic Penguins. Cap.
I'm gonna go Galactic Penguins 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I'll get Galactic Penguins 3-1, but I'm still confident in the Ogres.
Choi.
Tactical Yokers 3-1.
Yokers, you feeling the eggs, making an omelet. Lobsters, Gibbons. Cap, who you got?
Null's on the Gibbons still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lobsters 3-0.
Choi, what about you?
I was gonna say Lobsters 3-2.
Not feeling that negative on no. That's brutal. La Espada, Krakens. Cap.
Krakens 3-0.
3-0. Choi.
Listen, if La Espada had Hexa, 3-0 La Espada. However, Kraken's 3-2, no Hexa.
Bonkers deep dish in the Ascendant tier. There's honestly, I looked at Ascendant tier. I really looked at Ascendant tier. Not a lot of hotly contested.
Why are you saying that, Yeti? Are you saying this match isn't hotly contested? Do you think Bonkers can't contest?
No, that's not what I said. I just said
I don't know. That's what you inferred.
Most of the other matches were pretty one-sided, and honestly, I think this one pretty heavily favors deep dish too. No offense, Bonkers.
Yeah. Deep dish 3-0.
Deep dish 3-0.
Deep dish 3-0. Yeah, I kind of am leaning that way too. I think it's deep dish 3-0. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of 3 Overwatch in Ascendant here this week.
Did you see the Bonkers guy? This guy's like doing challenges on his Twitch and shit. It's like, if we drop one map, I'll jump out the window. It's like, what?
You gotta respect the grind set, man. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be good. Hey, so next week, guys, be sure to tune in. We got a good cast coming up for you. We're gonna talk about some stage 2 stuff. We're gonna talk about event week. Get signed up for event week. It's gonna be really fun, really cool. We got Minecraft coming up in event week for the first time ever. Valorant in event week for the first time ever. We're gonna be raising money for a really cool charity called Gamers Outreach, guys, and we're gonna talk about that a lot in next week's Iris podcast. As always, thanks again, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to submit some plays for the montages, because I'm tired of asking in Discord. Just submit things for the montages to make those more interesting. But once again, thanks, Cap. Thanks, Choi. A lot of fun having you guys. And once again, we appreciate you guys gazing into the Iris with us here tonight on the Iris podcast. And we'll see you again real soon.
Experience tranquility. Pass into the Iris.